Alright, what you guys are looking at here is NASCAR Thunder 2004 running on PCSX2 with a 60 FPS patch and with widescreen activated in the system BIOS, but not everything is as it seems. Andrew Fayesh III, a guy you may be familiar with if you've been around iRacing for a very long time. He was an esports driver basically before the esports scene in that game really took off, has found out how to mod this game, and not just texture mods, which is definitely a thing, and it's been a thing for a while in PCSX2 Dolphin, EPSXE, and Project 64, but actually cracking the game open, going through the database files, manually changing AI driver names, AI driver skill levels, what attributes they have, that sort of thing, and somehow able to inject it into PCSX2 with PNAT files, which you guys probably are aware of if you emulate games at all, are a way to import GameShark cheats. So essentially, modding for NASCAR Thunder 2004 exists. Period. It can be modded just like NASCAR 03 in terms of paint schemes and driver profiles. Crazy, crazy stuff. What this means is that after 21 years, thinking back to I would have been in probably 6th grade when this game came out, and then I got really big into it when I had an Xbox in 7th or 8th grade. I have been waiting 21 years for a lot of drivers and paint schemes to be added to this game that weren't in there. I've been waiting for certain attributes and certain drivers to be fixed. They finally have been. Um, this is NASCAR Thunder 2004 as God intended. It's really, really great, really, really exciting project that Fayash and his buddies on Discord have started putting together. They've released a couple of different car sets for this game. They're not all complete, so not everything's been upscaled yet. There's still cars you'll see in the race I'm doing tonight that are still vanilla game content, rocking the 512 by 512 resolution car skins, but whatever. What we have right now is complete NASCAR Thunder 2004. Game shipped with a lot of drivers missing. The 7 of Jimmy Spencer, the 54 Todd Bodine, the 77 of Dave Blaney, Buckshot Jones, and the Double Zero. There's so many drivers that were missing that, like, as great as this game was, and it was the best NASCAR game of all time, or up there in that string of EA Tiburon games, um, they shipped with like 10 teams missing. That has been fixed. All the AI driver attributes have been cleaned up. The game's been rebalanced. The AI are actually a little tougher now. We are going to do a full distance race. Legend difficulty, obviously fuel and tire wear on, driving assists off, running with a wheel through PCSX2. I'm just running a stock Logitech G29. I've got it set at 220 in my profiler. Force feedback's turned off. Steering dampening and steering smoothing in the PCS2 options are turned off. It makes the game drive great. Not full on sim, but it's good enough for what we're doing. It's fun if you like NASCAR. It's not a big deal. Um, PCS62 does have wheel support, and it's pretty good. So a lot of games that came out during the 6 console generation, if you have a wheel and you have a decent PC to run PS2 emulation upscaled, you now have a whole second library of racing games and racing sims to explore. This game is not a sim, it's not NRO3. There's like 8 garage options total, and we'll go through them. Um, but for many people who are in their 20s and 30s and love auto racing, love NASCAR, this is exactly where it started. Back when we were growing up, there was no Wikipedia, there was no YouTube. Um, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Twitter. Um, this game and how much passion EA and Tiburon put into this game is how we learned about the sport through lightning challenges and thunder licenses and the array of paint schemes and the fact that you can click L1 and see the driver's info and read their stats kind of thing. This was our gateway drug to NASCAR. Um, so it's absolutely incredible that now we can revisit it 21 years later and it has everything and it's finished. Took a while to get there. A couple console generations, a couple PS2 emulation programs, lots of modding, lots of tinkering. Guys who learned how to hex edit. Guys who were kids when this game came out are revisiting it 20 years later and trying to mod it just to put a couple extra drivers in the game. But we're here. This is what we've been waiting for. So we're going to do a full distance race here with Christian Fittipaldi in the Petty Enterprises number 43. 2003 was a weird year in the Cup Series. Iconic year for the sport, as a lot of you guys watching this will know. I really don't need to repeat myself. Kenseth goes out, wins the championship by winning a single race, breaks the point system, sets NASCAR on a completely different trajectory. Lots of weird things happening in the sport at this time. You had Jeff Green and Steve Park switching rides early in May. You have Jerry Nadeau having a career-ending injury at Richmond in May of that year, so the 01 becomes just a random musical chairs ride. John Andretti gets dropped by Petty Enterprises halfway through the season and goes through all different sorts of teams during the fall. Elliott Sadler has his big flip at Talladega. Lots and lots of crazy stuff going on here. And of course, Roush Racing, which at the time was a 4 or 5 car super team, wins back-to-back championships. That's the premise. So we're playing Thunder 04 upscaled. We're running at 1080p resolution, so 3 times in PCSX2. Most of the settings that I'm using are just available in other YouTube videos. I just went and copied them. There's nothing fancy going on here. Fayash has a custom build of PCSX2 he uses to make sure this game interprets the PNACH files correctly. That's all linked on his YouTube page. I'll put it in the description. But let's play a childhood game 21 years later. It's great. We're absolutely going to go to Talladega for the EA Sports 500. This was back in the day when EA Sports was at the top of their game. Every game they released was a banger. Even though Sega and 2K and Visual Concepts were on the market and the 2K games were becoming viable alternatives, and they were really good even at this time. This was when EA Sports and EA Games were both in the process of just releasing banger after banger, whether it be Madden, NCAA football, NASCAR, Tiger Woods. On the EA big spectrum, you had NFL Street, NBA Street. On the EA Games spectrum, you had NFS Underground. NFS Underground 2 was coming out at this time. If it had EA on the box, it was likely the best game ever made for that system. It is a crazy, crazy era to be a gamer. And you would just go to the store and be like, oh, the new NASCAR's out. I'm excited. And you would just put it in the system and play it for like the next 6 months. It was crazy. Crazy time. We were going to Talladega, 188 laps, single race mode, Legend AI. Wheel setup. We're going to qualify the car. We are going to run a custom setup. And hope it goes okay. So this will be kind of your, I guess, white noise for your workday or just in the background. I'm going to try and talk through the whole thing, talk about the game, talk about the sport, talk about NASCAR, talk about just some shit I'm dealing with, when we're going to have some fun over the next 2.5 hours. So like I said, this is not just a texture edit. This is a complete database edit. All the AI drivers have had their skills redone. New driver entities have been added, so, you know, that really is, you know, let's say Mike Wallace in the 09 Mikosuke Indian Gaming Dodge. That's not a texture thing, and it's not like it's using the stats of like a placeholder or one of those fantasy drivers that came with the game. Like someone typed in Mike Wallace's stats and his attributes. It is a crazy mod. It is something I've been gushing about basically since I found it. I cannot believe this exists. It's made me super happy. I can't believe that someone went and, you know, put in the time to do something like this. There's also an opponent manager with the mod tool, so you can go out and set the exact car skins that drivers race with in this game. So I went through and enabled a couple of different liveries that I saw being run at this race in real life. So Kurt Busch will be in the Irwin car. Mike Wallace will be in this race because he made a one-off start with the 09 in this event. I don't see Boris Set on the grid here. In reality, it was Mike Skinner, but it is what it is. This mod doesn't have everyone. There was a lot of weird starts that ran the 03 EA Sports 500. There was a number 90 AOL car to promote AOL 9.0 at the time, which we've clearly moved on from that. There was a 43 Yu-Gi-Oh car that Jeff Green was actually in. So the lineup's a little wrong. I'm driving as Christian Fittipaldi. But the whole idea of being able to run the authentic 2003 EA Sports 500, we can actually do now. Really, really awesome stuff. A lot of the beer cars have had their skins replaced, so we'll see Dale Jr. in the 8 Budweiser car like we got on screen right now. Again, not every car's been upscaled yet. It is what it is. I don't really give a shit. This is more than enough for what we're using it for. So we're going to go into car setup here. Just calibrate the pedals. Transmission, manual transmission, tire pressure, maxed out. This game, again, does not have a lot of options. You'll have spec downforce settings for plate tracks. All you can really do is suspension. We'll raise the front, we'll lower the rear. neutral wedge, and we'll just run whatever stock gear ratio we have. In terms of fuel burn, I don't remember how big the fuel tank is, but I know they ran a shorter or a smaller fuel tank, at plate tracks during this era, and Dale Jr.'s blown up in practice already. It's not good. They ran a smaller fuel tank, but I know in the draft when I ran like a practice race earlier to make sure this works, I was doing 0.375 gallons per lap, just eyeballing it off the UI. So anyway, let's go qualify. We are role-playing this mission for Locality. Flying start here, it's not a sin. It is what it is. I don't mind. 13.5 gallon fuel tank, so we'll keep that in mind. We're off. 60 FPS patch going on here. This game does stutter in some places. It stuttered in the retail release too. I'm not great. Forget that about this game. Thunder 03 ran miles better, especially on the GameCube and Xbox. The PS2 it really pushed what the hardware could do. Clocking in 11th right now, and we are role-playing as I believe ex-kart driver version for Revolve, who took over the reins from John Andretti in the final third of the 03 Winston Cup season. He just needed run very well. But for a somewhat authentic field, I know he didn't run this race. Actually, he did. He was in the 44, my bad. He's on the grid. Andretti's out. There's no car painted for him yet, because I think he's in like a weird opening Raiders car that was a one-off start for RC Automated. Interesting little thing. I don't remember if it was Waltrip or Jr. who won this race. I know it's the race that Sadler flipped.
Good speed. We'll start near the front.
We are 5th. So looking at the lap times here, Dale Jr. with a 27th place qualifying effort, a little odd. Interesting. But yeah, we are going to take the green flag and probably be racing for about 3 hours. Now, don't forget, this game didn't just throw you right into the green. There was an opening sequence, too. So
welcome to today's NASCAR Winston Cup Series event, the EA Sports 500, live on MRN from the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. We should be in for quite a show today, Barney.
Let me sum it up for you all. 2.6 miles, 4 lanes, 190 miles an hour. Just doesn't get much better. Let's just hope these guys can stay out of the big one.
Sadler and Ricky Rudd changed rides after the 2002 season, with Sadler joining Robert Yates Racing.
That team is really excited about this year. With a new driver and sponsor, they want to make a good start right out of the box.
It is what it is. That is not Elliott Sadler. That's Todd Bodine. You can only do so much with the audio samples and like the pre-race scripting stuff, but I don't think anyone's complaining here. We have a full field of the 03 Cup Series. Looks great. We get the F-117 that hot flying overhead. This game is fantastic. The Bill Davis car of Kenny Wallace, and I think he's final full-time Cup Series season. Warren's up there in second. I don't know how Petty got up there, but it is what it is. At least for this little one-off race, at least I'm in a Petty car up there with him, so it's not.
Here's the starting lineup.
Two Evernham cars are up there. It's going to be Bill Elliott.
Starting out front are the Tide Pontiac and the Dale Jr. Chevrolet.
Pit road speed is going to be either 55
Starting
or 70.
in row 2 will be the US Army Pontiac and the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge.
And rolling at 55.
In row 3 are the 43 car and the Interstate Battery Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's calling the wrong guys. It's probably
in
the
row
commentary is
4
probably
are
based
the
off the
Kodak
original
Max
database.
Film Pontiac and the 20 car.
And because the modders shuffled the database around a little bit, it's
rounding out the
citing
top
the wrong
10
cars.
starting spots are the Net Zero Pontiac and the Hooters Ford.
Anyway.
The 6th row has the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet and the Stacker 2 Dodge.
Let's get going. Drink. guys pretty good here. They don't wreck a lot in
Would you
this
like?
game.
He's still there.
There are phantom wrecks, kind of scripted wrecks, but they're rare, so we might be running
The
the
20
caution.
car is still there.
On the flip side, if there are yellows,
Number 20
you get to
is
skip
still there. We're falling back.
Face
Focus
laps,
on your marks, buddy.
yellows get a race
All right.
clash. You basically chop 10 minutes off of the company's yellow.
Fine time.
But the goal right here is to stride them in back, not do anything. It's a play racing. We're trying to save fuel, we're trying to stretch the fuel economy as late as we can.
We're off the pace. Everything okay? The 40 car is all over your back bumper. The 9 car is outside.
Definitely doesn't have the same level of authenticity.
Everything okay with the car?
Packers are going to get bunched up. It should. It is what it is. It's very reminiscent of like mid-90s play racing in this game. The pack kind of gets strung out, but there's still people around here. I don't mind it, especially with the AI tweaks. In testing earlier, they kind of run this like strung out pack, if that makes sense. They don't get split up as much as they do in the play game. It's really good.
In place. Number 29 is coming right. Okay, we're clear.
There is a share draft button in this. You can build alliances with people. This was the year
Only
before
1
the
second
intimidator
behind the
button,
leader.
which was, in my opinion, kind of unrealistic use done. When I was a kid, I thought it was a little dumb. This is really not how racing works. You don't just drive behind someone. So, these are pros. Like, come on, homie. I don't mind the idea of a share draft. It's blocking people still in market, so the amount you actually gain from sharing draft changes based on the race length. So like when we do the lap sprints as a kid, you could get to like plus 30 units right away, but in a full distance race it takes a long time to build. It's really not good. We've kind of lost the main pack a little bit. A lot of new stuff. We have help from behind. So, as you can see, the draft does work both ways. It's one of those
29 car is looking to pass.
It's supposed to be kind of a primitive console game for like kids and teenagers. There's a lot of realism elements in
Number
this.
29 down low.
It's all to kids.
Someone got by you. Let's go after it. Okay, we're clear. The 29 car is inside.
This would happen in real life during the
Still
sales.
there.
Like ways in the front.
1 second, just 1 second back. Clear on both sides.
Run. That's
Number sides. Clear all around.
That was different than we are not by ourselves. Main car breakaway is
About 1.5 off the lead. To 15 cars, all over your back bumper. Number 15, down low. You're dropping back. What's wrong? Clear. Slow down low. Someone got by you. Let's go after it. Okay, we're clear. Number 5 is down low. Okay, we lost a spot. Clear. Farhouse. Number 31 is passing lows. All clear, buddy. The 99 car, it's up high. Number 99 is still there.
Well, this game does too in the draft. You might not be able to notice it.
Clear all
It's like
around.
a big run.
Need to pick it up about 2.5 seconds on
But
the
this
lead.
game has an auto brake system, so you got to run on someone you're drafting and the game actually drags the right corners. Because this was in the era before bump drafting became a thing. So EA and Tiburon coded a thing into the game where it's like, oh, you don't want to hit the car in front of you. That's bad.
Hold it steady, 3 wide.
That's not good.
Let's go!
The 8 car wants to get by you. Okay, we're clear.
Quick slide on the race. See, share draft is kind of efficient.
Got one eye.
Or to stay in the draft.
Nice pass.
How quick it was.
Clear on both sides. Farhouse. The 16 car is still there. Be patient. Okay, we're clear.
I'm clocking the leader at about 2 seconds ahead. Everything okay?
Stalled out next.
Clear on both sides. Number 17 has got a run on you. The 29 car is
So it's
down
almost
low.
like there's soft rubber banding in this. Get a big run, let someone by, and then this one off. Sounds like there's one where I lost 5 now.
The 17 car is inside. We're off the pace. Everything okay? You're clear.
Future season champion for us. So just lag behind the thing. I don't think this thing's play. I was having fine. First time I can't do this myself.
Number 88 is still there. Okay, we lost a spot.
Our way
Keep digging. Number 88 is going low. Still there. We draw back a spot. Let's push it. Clear all around. Number 15 is down low. All clear, buddy.
Just 2 seconds back now, 2 seconds.
Lead pass.
The 15 car down low. Okay, we lost a spot. You're clear. Car low. Clear all around. Number 15, up high. Still beside you.
But we are exactly where we need to be. So this point is.
Number 45
Doesn't
is
seem like
coming
running
left.
up top is
Got one down low. 45 car is still there. Car high. You've got a top 10 spot. Clear. Got one outside. You put another behind you.
The leader's got you by 2 seconds.
You feel it looks like it's dropped off pretty bad.
Number 19 is outside.
5 car break in the pack.
The 19 car is still there. Everything okay with the car? Okay, we're clear.
So we'll start looking at tire wear, and the tire was fine. So we could probably just take fuel. We'll see if we get there. We'll have it.
Number 19 is up high. The 19 car is still there. Careful. That's one more down. Clear all around.
Keeping the revs in a good range right now. The full ratio is fine. The ratio. We gotta go home.
The interval to the leader's about 3 seconds.
Car inside.
Monster run there. That's
All clear, buddy.
Play with him, like maybe instead of sucking into his bumper, I'm just gonna stay at this angle, this distance. Another thing too is this game does have dirty
Number
air.
19 is all over your back bumper.
This is weird. Like, I'm
The
lifting
19
behind
car
him,
is
trying
down
to stay
low.
with the traffic. It's not. It's
Still there. Still beside you. Be patient.
so the sure draft thing might not actually be
We're off the pace. Everything okay? You're clear. The 15 car is inside.
challenge. 'Cause yeah, like I was
What'd you
behind
like?
him, go back to 181, he'll still go.
Still there.
Got some pros around us though, so once pit stop cycle out, we'll take 2 tires and we'll track position back.
Halfway on gas.
Halfway on gas and we'll put it on left. It looks like.
All clear, buddy.
Interval between you and the leader is 4.5.
Number 8, down low. Number 17 is gaining on you. Falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy. Clear all
These
around.
guys are good buys.
Number 16 is outside. Still there. The 16 car is still there. We drop back a spot. Let's
I'm really
push.
struggling to know where I should
All
be.
clear, buddy.
It seems like we're good in the draft, we're good, we've got good speed, we're around 190. And then the AI just shoot by. When you catch right back up as we go through here.
Number 16
Keep
is
these around
outside.
that back where we want to. And probably gain that back a little bit.
That pass was for position. Nice job. Clear all around.
Doesn't seem like the left side's more in pace. We got that in place. So every pit stop is going to gain us probably like 7 seconds.
The 15 car, come by.
Rates car is doing well.
Still there.
You can't really script that in the
On your
game.
line.
It's always going
Still there. All clear, buddy.
Stay patient. You're about 4 seconds
I'm at least
behind the leader.
entertained during this interesting. So that. Who knows, maybe something goofy happened. Like
The 16 car is coming left. Number 16 is down low. Clear all around.
It's also making for a
88
realistic
car,
race.
jump
too.
by. Still there. Top 10. Okay, we're clear.
Someone even blew up with that. So that could make it throw yellow. That could have changed things.
Number 29 is outside. The 16 car wants to get by you. Clear. Number 16 is up high. Still beside you. Careful. Okay, we lost a spot. Clear on both sides. Number 17 is outside. The 17 car is still there.
There's 4.5 seconds between you and the leader.
Number 17 is still there. You just broke into the top 10. Hold it steady. 3 wide. All clear, buddy.
Lots of dodges up near us.
29 car.
In this
coming
game,
up quick.
matching brands to help you draft better, but there's a ton of good deal. You can see on the draft page for the matching program. And like an extra
Follow.
product.
Hey, that's why the nose spot. Keep digging. Still there. Still beside you. Keep digging. Hold your line. is still there. 38 car is still there. You're clear.
We've honestly got good speed. We just lost touch with the lead back. I feel if I wanted to go in front of this back, I just could.
Still there. Still beside you. Take it easy.
Interval between you and the leader is 4.5.
Number 17 is gaining on you. Clear on both sides.
Trying to go. Let's look at this speed. We gotta run. Crazy to think that by comparison, the speeds aren't particularly quick. The last couple of years of the Gen 6 era, they were more like 210 straps.
The 17 car is inside. You're dropping back. What's wrong?
The difference here is that we needed those cars to be trimmed out. And there were a handful at 190, especially up on the Daytona and Talladega used to be. So it was a handling race as much as it was a drafting race. Final years of the Gen 6 era.
Okay, we lost the spot. Okay, we're clear. Got one high.
Keep hitting those marks. Leader's about 5 seconds ahead.
We're in the top 10. You're clear. Smart and low. Clear all around. Smart high.
Seems like the leader's about to split it again.
The 15 car is still there. Keep patient. We draw back a spot. Let's push it. Clear on both sides. The 17 car is going low. Number 17 is down low. Still beside you.
We might just take field on the pit stop, honestly. There's something else. That's not good.
Everything okay with the car?
My bad.
Okay, we're clear. 45 car
Sorry.
down low.
Careful, you're getting low on fuel.
Clear all around. Car outside.
I mean, I could probably take wedge out.
Okay,
It's a
we're
little
clear.
tight. Not gonna be an entire Talladega in this game.
Got one high.
Stay patient. You're about
We've
4
actually
seconds
picked up a
behind the
whole
leader.
second up.
Let's go, buddy. You're clear.
Not that you can be tight at Talladega, but we're having to put more go into it than just practice. because we're actually reeling in the main pack or the two tandems early in the race. We were as far back as 5 seconds at one point, now we can see it.
Far inside.
Which again, it's weird they get split up like this.
Number 29 is still there. Clear all around.
The race leader's got 3 seconds on you.
These guys are slowing up actually pretty substantially. Which I'm confused about.
Carlos. We'll get back up there.
Man trigger.
Okay, we're clear. Number 15 has got a run on you.
Not many laps until probably lap 38. So
Far inside. Still beside you. Keep digging. The 15 car is still there. Careful.
no look left or look right buttons in this one, so
We're off the pace. Everything okay? Clear all around.
tires are still not warm, and we're catching the leaders big time. I wonder if because they're not in the draft, they're just not running fuel. Click the what appears to be the meaningless share draft button.
You need to pick it up about 2.5 seconds on the leader. Watch your fuel.
So a couple of years ago, the reason I'm doing this now is a couple of years ago, I ran the Pepsi 400 Thunder with me. So this is kind of like a sequel, 100 miles longer. I'm really just comparing and contrasting the different driving modes. The game to me drives roughly the same. Just put that out there right now. But how does it feel? Burn rate work in the draft, that sort of thing. As you can tell, there are some elements to this that they haven't tweaked.
Some of the leaders are coming in together.
I think that's to me that actually seems early. We still got like 3 laps to go. So we don't need to do that. See if we can see the ball. Okay, 0.375 over in the draft. Let's be honest. Leaders doing here. If they come in, we gotta go. Good, we got a few more laps. More guys going now. Lots of guys going now.
The leaders are about a second and a half ahead.
The 4 car now
Two
left.
car, that's like before that car. That's the last one that car ran the next sponsorship. There's Tony Raines on the apron there. He was a last minute cut from this from the Manila
Cars
game.
entering the track
This one,
ahead.
the speed racer livery that he
Got
raced
one down left.
Chevy that game. You see this stuff.
All clear, man.
Fuel tank's almost empty. We can actually go around.
Number 29 is down low.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit
Go
road.
one more lap.
Number 19 wants to get by you.
In fact, maybe probably need 2 more laps. Stay in 45's draft, which is technically my team now.
The 7 car is inside.
48 hasn't pit yet.
You're clear.
Honestly, I think the pit speed limit's 70.
The 29
6 laps.
The 17 car up high. We got shuffled back to third. Keep digging.
70's been getting okay. No tires. Let's go.
The crew jumps over the wall and they're going to make a wedge adjustment on this machine, a definite chassis adjustment
Not the
here
worst
on
first
pit
time.
road. As he heads back out to the track, a good clean stop. No mistakes, just what the team needs.
All clear, buddies.
I'm clear to Kevin to page the field if I want, because there's no one here.
There's some leaders coming in.
It's really not good in that I don't have a drafting permit right now. Because I need that. The way I want to play race in Thunder 03 was through the middle chunk of the race. I found a lap car that exited the pits and basically just feel safe the whole time. Built a pretty enormous lead that way. We're actually going to take the lead here, I believe.
Run out low. Attaboy. Top 5.
48 was the leader there.
Clear.
So I probably could have won one more lap. Oh well. There is no one right now. That sucks. Definitely got a little bit better handling technology. Turn smash. It's good. We're, I'd say, a quarter of the way through the race right now. Man, we really got the pit stop on. That's not good. Because this thing is just going to chug fuel. And it's really going to do that until the rest of the pack catches me. So I played that wrong. It's that kind of sucks. Someone's blown up on the apron. I can't tell who that is. Let's see. Tony Raines, maybe? That looks like the 74. This game does have engine wear. I don't remember what race I did, but if you run too high revs for too long, and you're not within a certain RPM, the engine definitely goes. I'm really bored with this. This is the thing I hate the most about play racing. Nothing is happening. Sorry. there's one stint to screw me here, it's this one. And down to 179. That's nice. So either last lap or a couple laps ago, we were 5.2 ahead. Let's see what is the line. 2.9. They're gaining about a second and a half per lap. And fuel-wise, I mean, we're in trouble. But we have tire wear on our side, so there's that. In fact, we might have the ability to run the entire race on one set of tires. Just because I'm not on the game pad, I'm on the wheel, so the tire wear is reduced in this game just a little bit. Tire pressure is maxed out to, I think, 30 psi is the highest I'll let you go there, which is not accurate, obviously, but... main pack trying to catch me right now in here. So this car during this race was, I think, a special wheel livery in the car game. And back then, like, it was brand new to America. So there's an amazing clip of Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Larry McReynolds all trying to figure out what the fuck EBU is when Jeff Reed's qualifying this thing. It's awesome. So there's the main pack. We've got about 10 cars in it, which is good. I'm not able to feel safe, but the damage this stint, I think, has already been done. That sucks. Finally have tire wear, so next pit stop will have to change pit size. It's okay.
The 9 cars all over your back bumpers.
Max here will have to go over it. I don't think he was much of a factor in this race from what I recall. This was a DEI led race. Pretty much still okay.
Shot one outside. Number 9 is still there. Lost the lanes. Okay, back to fourth. All clear, Max.
But the goal is to not lose them.
Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from that.
First up. Don't really need that.
The 15 car is looking to pass.
I can't really get over the rear of the bend. I'm just gaining speed. main contenders this race, at least in this portion, are going to be 9 of Bill Elliott in this final full-time year. Kenseth will win the championship. Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart. All right. Look at that.
Small pass. Way to get ready, buddy.
Oh,
Number 20 is gaining on you.
We're right there. Let's see if we can lead this thing. We're on lap 50.
50 laps in. Still caution for you here if you didn't have this. On in the background is white noise.
Clear all around.
There's a 5-car breakaway at the front between the 9, the 17, the 48.
No one outside.
He's driving this. The 43.
20
Just
car
taking
is
over.
still there.
Volume is good.
That's a textbook pass there. Good job. Clear.
I am wondering if the car is like scraping on the ground. Crossing the way up there. Really good hand when someone said that.
Got one down low. You're clear. Number 17 is outside. Clear on both sides.
Four-car breakaway now. Lost the 20.
You've caught the leader. Be patient with the pass.
They're just randomly pulling away. Starting to mess it up. Because I'm actually driving wide open. I'm not lifting or anything. And I'll catch back up randomly in the corner. And then on the straightaways they're gone. So I'll have to fix that. Get what feels like is a toe, obviously.
The 9 car up high. Number 9 wants to get by you. Okay, we're clear.
We've actually got a huge run here. I'll parlay that into taking the 48's draft. We can get there, maybe. Maybe not. So, nice and clear. Just go on. Good help there. I just see what happens. He gets a random adaptive speed control boost.
You just lost third. All clear, buddy.
Follow the 9.
Leader only has about a second on you.
So I'm actually going to ride the 9 as much as I can. There's some shits away. Oh well, so we got to work with here. You know, it almost seemed like that worked.
Right rear's getting more. Keep an eye out.
So the double still tires, that's it. You know? And it seems like this weird pushing now. So you're always in their toe and then they just shoot ahead. You benefit from that. You're able to push the 9 up to the leader's end. I don't really understand the logic behind why the AI are choosing the lines they are. This one. Okay, so we need to start passing people at the end of the race. That's
Number
awesome.
6 is out there on the track again. He'll be a little slow. Be careful.
Got the leader. Stay on his back bumper.
Number 9 is still there. The 9 car is right behind you. You're in second. Clear on both sides. Car outside. Number 17 is still there.
Gas tank is at half.
The 17 car is still there. You're clear.
It's really not promising at all. Messed up this stuff bad.
Number 9 is coming up quick.
Left front tire's a little worn.
Left side's getting on too. We have to change all of them. That's new.
Okay, we're clear.
So that's actually substantial. Just check that.
Caught the leader. Be patient with the pass.
You're clear.
Like they cannot get around the
Go one outside.
Give us something nice. Wow,
Clear on both sides.
that makes things up. Dodge 1, 2, 1. Very weird form of drafting where you suck up to them and then they get a speed boost out of the corner. But this is working for me, using it for. So now we know about this. The rest of the race we can feel safe. So we're going up on the third way through here, 60 and 188.
Leader's right in front of you. He's willing to work with you as long as you stay out his way.
has got a run on you.
We have about another lap. That is, I think, the 6 on one.
Number 17 is inside.
What are you doing? Oh my
Still
God.
beside you. We just lost a spot. We're third.
Yeah.
Clear. Far inside.
That's it.
Hold it steady. 3 wide. We're down a spot. Keep digging. Okay, we're clear.
And that is all Chevys in front of us.
Number 9 is outside.
Oh no, that's not a lap. That's a
All
17.
clear, Max. Got one high. You're in fifth. Clear on both sides.
This game also doesn't have a share draft meter, so you can just rock up to someone and put them in
Keep racing him
05,
clean.
I think
Start to
they
gain
changed
his
it all
respect.
over. So you have to fill it and reactivate it. And actually, you had different fill times based on your rear wheel drive.
You're only 1 second behind the leader.
38 car is looking right.
I think he's starting to warm up to us.
I don't know if we're there, but I guess we are. That is likely the fastest speed in the football race.
Number 24 is inside.
49
Up another spot. Still there.
Don't know if we will do that.
Clear all around.
But this is good if we can stay like this, because when it comes around, next pit stop cycle comes around. Actually, no, we have to grab tires. It's going to say the 7 seconds we save on a two-tire strat probably put us in a draft pack with some other people who can get away. But you got to take 4 tires next stop.
Take a look at the fuel gauge. Caught the leader. Be patient with the pass.
Have to ride in this path here and save fuel. Because the initial part is still kind of where it is. Fly away from you. And there it is, no rhyme or reason. There, just gone. Didn't lift for like 2 laps.
Number 15 has got a run on you. The 15 car is
So
down
we'll
low.
let these guys by and see if we can catch them.
Stay with it. We'll get that back. Clear. Got one down low. Hold your line. You still there? Careful. Still there. Number 99 is still there. We're falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy. Clear on both sides. inside.
That's okay.
Still beside you. Be patient. Hold your line. You're still there. Everything okay with the car? Number 12 is passing low. You're clear. Number 38, it's up high. The 38 car is still there.
Oh, and the leaders are wrecking. 17's in the wall. Wow.
Hey, that's one of the numbers.
Did not
Keep
really
it.
go for that.
All clear, Max.
Well, that's one contender out. Definitely jumped up the pack. We do have yellows on, but it wasn't enough to wreck the trigger, so wow. Rick?
We got some cars headed down pit road.
Going inside.
You're only 1 second behind the leader.
Clear all around.
We can't lead laps with no fuel. Pit now.
Oh my god, we're hitting something. We still got fuel.
Got one outside. Number 18 is going high. You're clear. Carlos. All clear, Max.
Definitely playing out more like an 80s or early 90s play race.
Just 1 second back.
Far inside. Okay, we're clear. The 21 car is inside. Clear.
Shit. What is happening? If they pit, I'm out.
The leaders are pitting.
Okay, let's beat 70.
Far outside.
Several cars now pull off the racetrack and begin the long journey down pit road. All the crews up on the ready to make service to their cars. This is the race within the race to see who will win the race off pit road.
Down on this end of pit row, it looks like a routine service. They're changing 4 tires. The crew's telling me it'll only be a 4-tire stop. They're also going to put in 1.5 cans of fuel. So a little strategy on this end of pit row.
Go, go, go.
That was
48's
a
coming.
clean stop. No mistakes. Just what this team needed.
You're clear. Step on it. Okay, we're clear.
I don't know where the shift point is on this
The
one.
17 car is outside. That pass was for position. Nice job. Clear.
Actually, suck it behind me here. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I got
Number 10 is all over your back bumper.
this is promising. We might be able to run the whole stint in the draft.
The leaders are coming in to pit. On and loose. Way to get ready, buddy. Clear all around. No one inside. All clear, buddy.
That kind of worked. It's
29
just
cars
sketchy.
coming high.
So you gotta get within that bubble, it looks like. There's nothing right there. Try it. Netscape. Alongside the car. It is.
Car inside. Run in third, buddy. Okay, we're clear. Car inside.
That's a good one.
Clear all around.
Okay. We will try in tandem with the 10 car. Stay along with this AI support. Let's try this. So let's not bump them. Let's just hang out like that. Well, that is absolutely not. So you get past like the auto brake, and trigger share draft, and he shoots ahead. Okay. Auto brake zone, try and slowly get past it. Basically, if you creep past the barrier,
Pit road's getting
it
busy.
seems
Leaders
like
are
it
heading in.
maintains. Ricky Craven's a racing, by the way. Because, yeah, that auto brake buffer behind that car, you can feel it kick in. But it seems like it calculates your speed versus the AI speed in auto brakes for you. But if you just creep in, it doesn't trigger. So I'm just going to try and creep in on it. It's tough. It's tough because they fucking weave. Probably being good at these games. So like, hold the fucking line, AI, please. Okay, try it again. There's Craven, smart ass leaders.
Leaders right in front of you. You've got the lead. Okay, we're clear.
It's interesting. Yeah, it seems like it determined based on where you share the draft, and then you play with the kind of speed level. Let's try this now. You can kind of cut into for the auto brake detection. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. So I can just tuck up to his bumper and do like 190 the whole time. Just playing around there. It's interesting. Car definitely likes when that plays. It's not a break. Man, that is really aggressive.
with him. Let's keep it that way.
If I disengage share draft. Yeah, get like right up here. Yes.
Going inside.
Come on, man, let's go.
Clear all around.
So you cut in, go really close, and then boost them. Wow. Okay. Wow, it's fuel I'm saving. It's crazy right now.
Let's keep it clean, buddy. He's someone we can
Disengage
work
when you're pulling up to the guy. Swing out. Cut in when you're within the auto brake distance. Closer. Literally get up to his bumper on the chair draft. And it's like the scripting in the game takes over and he just shoots away from you with benefit from it. Okay. I got that.
If you need someone to draft with, he'll work with you.
It's a really goofy way of drafting, but we are hauling. Please get around the 18. Come on, you can do it. Oh, wow.
Far outside. Number 18 is right behind you. You're clear.
Swing out, cut in. As close as we can. We're talking sure draft. Now we're talking. Yeah, so when you're in the share draft, the auto brake is more aggressive, so it keeps the cars linked. So you strategically disengage, reattach to the guy, and then re-engage it. So here we got disengaged, the actual slipstream. Pull up, cut in. Try and bypass the auto brake as best you can. Get up to his bumper. Turn on share draft. The AI scripting takes over. He shoots away, and you keep going 187, 188. 6 cars have been off pace already, so my buttons. Bumpers messed up. Come on, you can get around. You have a 6-second lead, bro.
Got one half. Number 6 is looking to pass. Clear all around.
Disengage. Swing out. Cut back in. Re-engage. AI script takes over. Fun stuff. Not particularly realistic, and I do wish you could just boost them. In later EA games you can, which makes your life so much easier. We're coming up on 100 to go. Not quite halfway yet. I think 90 something's halfway. I think that's Brett Bodine. Hopefully gets it away from us.
Number 25 is coming back on the track. He'll be a little slow. Be careful.
Do I need to be in shared driving? Let's see. Does it even fucking do anything, boys? You know, when we were all little kids, we're like, that's so cool, you can build alliances with people, but now I'm sitting here being like, I don't really think it works. I prefer to get around the wall. Just saying. That's Jimmy Spencer on the end. Man, we really don't need to fart with these guys.
You'd usually see him block here, but I guess you guys are friendly out there.
Number 11 is up high. The 11 car is still there.
Man, the draft, we stretched that so far.
Number 11 is still there. Still beside you. Be patient. You're clear.
Wow, the lap times are so good. Showcasing good speed. To me, it's almost like experience at this point. I don't really know what's going on with the draft ball. The AI gains, loses momentum. Clearly influenced by some sort of rubber banding. Just got to deal with it. For close to 2 hours. Yes. 90 minutes, I'd say. She's actually kind of slowing down now. I'd like to get away from this another. He is how fast.
The 11 car down low. Number 11 is still there. The 11 car is all over your back bumper. So they're all around. Number 11 down low.
You should be about about halfway on fuel.
The 11 car is still there. Okay, we're clear.
I'm pretty sure we have it.
The 10 car is up high. You're clear. Number 11 is down low. The 11 car is still there. Number 11 is coming up quick. Smell both sides. Slow down low. Clear. Number 10, it's up high. You're clear. The 10 car is outside. Okay, we're clear. The 11 car is looking low.
Don't know who just texted me on this one.
NASCAR says that's halfway.
Halfway. Awesome. Don't know what the total race time is right now.
Carlos. You're clear. Got one outside. The 25 car is coming up quick.
I'm
Smell
not a
both
fan of
sides.
this game to start. The AI are clearly scripted. There's a pretty severe auto brake when you get behind cars. There's no way to push them or cooperate with them. They're really bad at holding lines, I notice.
Number 18, up high.
But we're in it this far.
You're clear. Number 11 is down low.
It seems like the run's
is
kind of
going
happening.
low. Okay, we're clear.
Let's try to get it. This is what we have.
Got one down low. Clear.
Oh, gained so much speed that time. Oh, we can shoot that, but it's absolutely nothing. Oh my god, why are you checking
Up
it?
high.
6 car again.
Smell both sides.
Even this is a little dumb.
Fly outside.
You have a 5-lane track and you can't get by us, so that's going to
You're clear.
that's a one way, but still. Seconds away.
The 10 car now loose. They're on both sides.
What's funny is this is exactly how the Thunder 03 race played out like maybe a year and a half ago. Exact same way. Midway through the race, I found a guy to work with. I tucked him behind me and said, "We should get a few more race we broke the game." And I could realistically feel safe for the rest of this race like this. Just find a car to tangle with. This was pretty lucky. He was good this season.
Made it to lap 100.
Number 10, up high. Okay, we're clear.
Let's make it fast. We're so far ahead, and the strategy's going so well for us that laps.
Take a look at the fuel gauge.
Let's see how much we're actually look when we're next time back.
Small pass. You're clear.
Forgot to look. This time I will. I bet you it's like 0.175, but it's twice as efficient.
Got one outside. Okay, we're clear.
We're not really perfectly drafted used to be. it's from like 0.375 to 0.3, so you save almost like 10 minutes, which is actually kind of good.
He's taking it easy on you. If there's anyone else, he'd be blocking.
In hindsight, maybe I should have run this. A little bit more interesting than this. Bye-bye. Thank you. You might get some people for a few lap series. Except for the pit stops. Kurt Busch is 10 seconds back.
The 15 car down low. You're clear.
So I'm having Nestea raspberry iced tea for this race. Friends texted me tonight. It's a quiet night. Okay, if you're this far into the video, I don't want to talk a whole lot about it, but this is your gift for
Running on fumes, buddy.
going this far and watching me grind out laps at Talladega. The reason it's partially quiet night is we found some everything. I was seeing someone for over here. I had to end it. It's really, really sad. Why is it 25? 50 mile an hour. It's a small man driving a car.
The 25 car.
You got a good
down
power
low.
plant in that thing.
Number 25 is still there. The 25 car is coming up quick.
I was seeing someone from
Clear on
over
both
here.
sides.
If you followed my YouTube channel
E-cars are bid.
for years and years and years, you probably remember
Got
a
one
video
down
that
low.
was up and it wasn't describing how I met
Clear.
her. Yeah, it was that girl. It turned into an actual relationship. Had to cut her up. She was into some not so good stuff. So that's been disappointing. And now on my Friday night,
Car inside.
I'm sitting here playing NASCAR Thunder.
Clear on both sides.
Modded NASCAR Thunder, I should say. Big difference. It was really sad. It was really, really disappointing. It was going really, really well. I was having fun. There was really nothing wrong. Don't do drugs in my car. That's it. And don't pull them out thinking you're not.
Got one down low. Clear.
It never ceases to amaze me what pretty girls think they can get away with. So yeah, we are doing the EA Sports 500 on the Friday night instead. It's great. We're gonna have to make a fuel stop too. How many laps we got? 80 laps to go. It's pretty good. I might be able to extend this 2 laps, which is very, very dangerous, and I probably should not do that. I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to get this time back.
The 18 car is outside.
Because it would be close. Really, really close.
Clear on both sides. Some of the leaders are coming in together.
We have no more tires, so we're going to get an extra 10-second gap. Second place here. It's going to be 7.
Far outside. Number 6 is passing high. Okay, we're clear.
Good aim. Yeah, I probably could have gone an extra lap. Let's get down a second here. Please stop, please stop, please stop. Thank you.
All right.
Many cars now in pit
We
road
do not need
begin to
tires.
make the long journey to their pit stall. The crews are at ready. This is what they practice all week for. No mistakes can be had if you want to have a chance.
Fuel
to win
only. We can
on
double
pit
stick the
road.
tires at Talladega. That's great. Very cost
The
effective.
crew goes over the wall. They head to the back of the car. This will be a fuel-only stop. They're telling me it'll only be 1.5 cans on this stop. 1.5 cans of fuel, and he's down and away.
I did not take one.
Themselves there. That mistake been caught.
Clear.
Oh, you know why? It's because of the smaller fuel cell.
Right side.
That makes sense. I was paranoid there. I was like, did I put all the fuel in that I needed? That's not good. As Mike Wallace blows by us there, one of the modded cars. In the current mod pack with that car, they use his 04 car, so it's got the next up contingencies. It's got the 2004 Dodge Stratus.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
Front grill, I had to go and hastily modify that in Photoshop with the right Winston Cup decal on it, with the right Dodge nose on it. But there should be an update later tonight that comes out with a proper livery. It might be his white and red car that ran in the spring of 2003.
The
We got a
41
front behind us.
car
That's great.
has got a run on you.
That is Casey Mears. Seconds back from Terry Labonte. This was, I believe, either the second last or the last year of his career.
Number 41 is inside.
Might have been the last year he ran one race.
Clear.
It's Casey Mears. Interesting. Very good. Actually, it's good. Obviously, the 5 was a champion about 7 years before this game came out. So he was doing pretty well. But we know the 5 car now is Kyle Larson's ride. Those are the things he's doing. Yeah, it's kind of neat to play this game. The Hendrick's not particularly a powerhouse. They're just a really good, like, upper third of NASCAR team. Substantial margin. You're a lap down. You're trying to let me go, but I don't want to. Yeah, I'm a little sad tonight. I'm running this race as therapy. That's a present from watching the halfway mark. Probably hear my energy kind of die out after the first there. Just jacked up on his coffee. It was tough, boys. It was fun until it wasn't. She was, I've never dated a celebrity before, so that was good. Probably won't do that again. It was neat though. Celebrities come with celebrity problems. You can kind of figure out what that implies. I think that's Hermie Sadler and Spence. Really is me.
Five. The 41 car is passing Hines. Clear on both sides.
That is Mike Wallace. I think they've got the wrong image.
No one inside. Still there. signs.
22 seconds ahead now.
Going inside.
So our no-tire strap is super successful with most great tandem somebody here.
Number 2 is still there.
Big speeds. Not get tripped up by lap cars because we're on AI.
Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Still there. The 41 car is coming low. All clear, mate. Number 41, down low.
Well, I actually don't mind running this back. It's going to save us a lot.
Hold your line. He's still there. Careful. Still there.
3 seconds in the now. Again, Roush was a
Still
super
beside
team
you.
back then. They're in the process of winning 2 in a row. Chevy takes it
Okay,
back
we're
for a
clear.
while. Quite a while, actually.
Blind side.
5 again. Tripped up.
Number 2 is passing high. All clear, mate.
Steve Park, who at this stage is pretty much in the limelight of his career. I think this is his final full-time season in Cup. Like I said, he started the season with DI, number 1 Pentathlon car. Right after Jerry Nadeau's ran the week after for the Charlotte week. The All-Star race. Him and Jeff Green just was swamped in the training. Green went to DEI, Park went to RCR, finished up the season. And then it would be Johnny Sauter in the car next season, which I think he only stuck around for a year and then went back to the truck series. Johnny Sauter did not last very long in his testing. He wants to see. That's somehow playing. Come on, man. Stop riding the top. I
Front
want to
tire's
draft
a
you.
little worn. Careful now.
Tires are worn, so we'll have to change. Wall 4 next stop. And, like, you gotta go. Like, they actually picked up a second there. Surprising. We got a huge pack of cars as well. I haven't seen this in a while. They're flying in one too. Listen.
The 30 car up high. Number 30 is coming right. Clear.
Page in the CLR car that ran once in India. Qualified. Skinner in the 77, which is a long car. Alright, what's going on in the 6?
You're clear.
6 is just right.
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
Please don't try my nose.
Still beside you. All clear, buddy.
You can actually feel the car start to move around. Just a
The
little
30 car is down low.
This is messy and dumb.
Clear all around.
Especially because the AI don't seem to usually use the bottom. Tell them all this thing. So sometimes they get tripped up.
88 car up high. Clear.
The 57 CLR car is not real. I believe it was black and he attempted to qualify it. Like, that was the only time that car ever existed. So it's kind of real. He made like 20 starts that season. That's always kind of the fun part of the NASCAR Thunder games too. EA was EA and Tim Hutchinson were very proactive about what they tried to get in the game. And they tried to get a lot of, like, they tried to get everybody. Especially some of their, like, cool underfunded teams. So, like, Thunder 04 has Kevin LePage's CLR car, which again is a car that never raced. Someone else is texting. In 05 Chase for the Cup, they had a really unique car. The number 28 car that was supposed to run was Travis Foppel, the Nuts.com car. What did 06 have? 06 had a couple of... 06 had a really good driver lineup from the 05 season. They were supposed to have Bill Elliott's 91 car that ran part-time and was the standard tools car. But for whatever reason, they pulled him and they let it down. He's in a lot of these trailers. Watch for 07. Yeah, like... early 2000s. There's a couple of guys on YouTube who actually go through like NASCAR Thunder cut content and show you like what they found in the game files. There's a lot of Bush guys that got cut, including like recorded driver names, career racing drills and things like that. It's really, really cool history lesson. Tony Raines is another one in this game that got cut. It's hard, and I can really speak from this standpoint as a dev too, and give you guys some insight if you're still hanging around here. At least 20 years ago, because NASCAR's charter system was in place and licensing in video games is still like a relatively new thing, you'd have to license to each team individually, and then pretty much each livery was also an individual license. So every single sticker that appears on a livery, you need to actually contact them and be like, hey, can you appear in our game? Which, to some extent, is easy because the contingency package NASCAR runs is the same for every car. So, like, Mac Tools and Unical 76 and Club Pole Work, things like that. You license those, you're good for all the cars, but, like, all of these little associate sponsors guys have, like, for example, we're coming up on the 30th Steam Park, on the quarter panel will be Netscape Navigator. You know, someone at the licensing department for EA Tiburon had to call Netscape Navigator and be like, hello, we are EA Tiburon, we're making a NASCAR game. Are you aware that, you know, Netscape Navigator is on Jeff Green's car? And they'll say yes, but sometimes they say no because it's a big company, right? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh yeah, we can sponsor NASCAR. Let me get some guy to call you back. And you have to do that with every single paint job for every single driver, and it's kind of nightmarish. It's not fun. So there were just a couple of instances like that where just, hey man, like the cutoff for licensing agreements is this day. A team couldn't get signed, or maybe there was like a conflict of interest because of like a merge deal with some other company. Like they said, no, you can't appear in a video game. Fuck you. Crazy shit like that, you know, across several hundred different brands means a lot of guys just don't show up in video games. So this game, like I said, the 54 was missing a top of dime, 77. Dave Blaney with Jasper Engines. Because they were in a technical alliance with Papyrus, I guess it was probably considered like computer software. So they were just like, no, we'll never appear in EA Sports Gaming or Papyrus kind of thing. Little deals like that prevented a lot of people from being featured.
You're clear.
Which is why a lot of people often play racing sims on PC. They get all the car packs, they can download online, that sort of thing.
On outside. Clear all rims.
I got a text on Twitter about it. It's from the number I don't want to say. As I mentioned about 20 minutes ago. It's been the greatest week. Maybe it's Metallica spamming me, being like, hey metalheads, check out this link. I don't unsubscribe. Metallica does this thing where like you could like text them or like occasionally text you with like things.
Still there. Keep digging.
Such as like, hey, you know, like clear on the shop kind of thing. It spooks you because it's an actual text message. So hopefully I got one of those. Not something else. Let's see. We'll see if the phone starts ringing. How about that? We'll finish up the race. Well, we can't finish up the
Got one
race.
up. Clear.
Is that the right call to pass the page? I can't tell how quick these guys are. Kyle Petty's last
45 car down left.
Or maybe not. No, I think you're into the car
Still beside you.
a little bit. Or like definitely like the
Right
Twilight.
rear's getting warm. Keep an eye out.
Number 45 is still there.
20 seconds in, we gotta step it up.
Still there.
Let's
Careful. Hold it steady.
please
Great
get by.
one.
It's good.
Clear all around. Got one outside. Still beside you.
Halfway on gas.
You're clear.
Like, you need to check these also off base.
The 45
So
car
from the
is
two big
outside.
teams in this event, it seems like the 25 blew up for Hendrick.
Clear on both
The
sides.
6 blew up for Roush. I saw the 7
Tire's a
for
little
Ultra
warm.
Motorsports blow up and the 20 Reigns one. So we had 4 engine explorations this race. We still got a lot of race to go too.
Number 45 is coming low.
I like the caution free. I'd really like to go caution free.
Got one inside.
Teammates on the back here.
All clear, buddy.
It's a great looking car. Too bad it just ran out of shit. Kyle Petty really didn't have a good run of things into the 2000s. But that's actually her teammate, so. Sorry it was a bit anticlimactic, but you know, at the end of the day, you got to see this game played on Legend AI in the distance race. You got to see it driven with a wheel by like a proper sim racer who's not, you know, shutting up the camera and treating this like it's just a joke for donations to be a friend simulator. This is the game at full capacity. I kind of like doing this on my channel this year. It's a fun thing I started doing. I didn't stop uploading regularly because we're busy working on our game. And I felt like it would just be a different experience to be like, you know, I'm not going to do commentary stuff. I kind of said everything I wanted to say. I'll say the rest of it when the game comes out. To me, it's just cool to sit down and do a full distance race and just see what happens. You know, and go into a compare, you know, calculate the fuel mileage and actually have some kind of strategy going into it. How well does the game hold up? Because again, a lot of us, this game probably came out when I was in grade 6. Which is quick. Why are we going 6 is bad.
The 9 car
This
is
game
coming
came out in
left.
6th grade.
Number 9 is
Yeah.
inside.
Played NASCAR at that. Oh wow, this is amazing.
You're clear.
When you play NASCAR in 6th grade, it's like I'm going to do a 10-lap race in Talladega. Now I'm going to start from the back and try and beat everybody. You definitely don't have the patience for like a full distance race. Car setup, you're still like learning what things do. You don't really get it because you're in 6th grade. I bought this game a little later. I had a GameCube at the time, so Thunder 04 didn't release on the GameCube. I had Thunder 03 and then Chase for the Cup. But then when I eventually put on my big boy pants and got an Xbox with, I think it was Alberta's Prosperity Check actually.
The 9 car is outside.
Alberta in 2005, the province was so wealthy they literally just gave money to us. This is something you can look up. When Premier Ralph Klein giving everyone a prosperity check. I moved on from the GameCube. I bought an Xbox that opened the door for a little bit more mature games like GTA and stuff. And this is one of the games I picked up, so by the time I got to play this, it was 1 or 2 seasons out there. It didn't matter. The game was awesome. But even then, like, you're an 8th
No
grade.
one outside.
You have the attention span for a career and to like learn how career works, that sort of thing. But you're never really playing it at full capacity, the way God intended, if that makes sense. You're playing it as a kid, so it's cool to revisit it 20, 21 years later. Knowing what the car setup menu is, knowing how everyone's career panned out, like knowing what a racing line is, knowing setup ideas that you can try in the setup menu. In reference to like every other sim you've ever played, because it's been 20 years. And you're coming with that, multiple chapters of knowledge to a game you played in the youth. It's just a lot of fun. Let's see, was it Metallica who texted me?
The left rear's getting worn. Number 9, all over your back bumpers. The 9 car is outside.
They got to catch the 6.
Number 9
that?
is still there. Careful. You're clear.
When they catch the 6, they'll all start to get around, so that'll go on and gain some time. But still, this is not as efficient as a stint. So this car did run Talladega in the fall of 03. Slightly different livery, like it's the right Eagle City livery, but I mean, like the numbers on the roof might have been different. The tape configuration, the spoiler might have been different. But it's that one. The one car I didn't see on the roster is, again, Laura said, the 01. I think Skinner drove the car at Talladega in the USG sheetrock colors, which was a deal B2 had for a while before the production trip. And Skinner in this race is in the front. You can actually adjust that. Like I said, this mod does come with a mod launcher, and you can kind of adjust the cost of things. I like this one. This is great. 17 seconds back. Last time. I do like this line. How do I get all the way out of this? This is great. Please don't go there. I'll cry. We're so fast for like 2 laps. Who's texting? Is it Metallica? No, it's Scotiabank. I'm not with Scotiabank. I am with ATB. So that is this guy. Better than what I thought it was going to be.
Don't push your fuel too far.
Well, it's cool all the Dodges are lined up. 15 to go. This might be the final field stop, actually. Now that I look at it, it's going to be really close if I get to after someone. So I got 38 laps to tank the first time, and I really wasn't drafting a whole lot.
Number 88, now loose. Clear all around. Got one now loose. Clear on both sides. The 9 car, up high.
It's a 16
Clear.
He's someone who will have a win. And ironically, is the first paint scheme he ever ran is probably his best. I can't stand the National Guard Cup. Or any of the subsequent Ranger cars. The first one he ran, the July Daytona race, was great.
Number 30, down loose.
It's going to be so nice.
You're clear.
48 laps left in the race. Yeah, at this point, it's not even really a race. Like it's more reminiscent of like the endurance, the Le Mans type race, where it's like, well, the race itself has been set. I'm 17 seconds ahead. It's just a matter of like, how is this going to shake out around the field? How long can I say the draft?
Are now loose.
I believe that's Joe Nemechek again.
There's some leaders coming in. Okay, we're clear.
He's been off pace and just riding around most of the event. He's going to jump us up here again. Come on, guys. I believe in you. You got it, you know. Can't wait. Getting lost in the second wheel Davis car in front of us. He's in the middle here.
Clear on both sides.
That was great.
Number 9, now loose. Clear.
I don't think we're clear.
Got one down loose. You're clear.
I'm going to. I wasn't paying attention. I fucked up. My bad.
Car outside. Number 23 is looking to
Man,
pass.
like I remember being a kid.
Okay,
This
we're clear.
paint jobs were like, it was sad. It was great. Idiot 12-year-old. 11. Kurt Busch is flying.
And now are you going to be out of gas?
I don't know where that came from.
You're clear.
So in terms of my memories of NASCAR console games, like I said, I had a GameCube. It was Thunder easily. Again, before it was not released for the system, and I pretty much binged on Thunder. And that was my entry into NASCAR. Really. You know, I do come from a drag racing family. I loved monster trucks as a kid.
No one inside.
NASCAR is what's on live TV for auto racing here in Canada. IndyCar at the time was not, it was during the split year, so it wasn't that big, and Champ Car, outside of the Toronto and Vancouver Indies,
Leaders are bit.
was not big like NASCAR was. We had NASCAR toy section.
Okay, we're clear.
I have a lot of like racing champion podcasts from back then. So I would have got Thunder 03 in 6th grade, and I played the shit with it. I completed everything. It was one of the first games, like as a kid, I 100%. All the Lightning challenges, the 8 championships in career mode on. It was probably legend difficult, to be honest. Because I think Warhawk, that guy on Game of Things, had really good setups for like starter car. And I think I didn't even upgrade the car. I just ran the starter setups and just destroyed everybody. So won all those, got golds and all of the Richard Petty driving experience. The Richard Petty gold. Unlocked all the Thunder plates. I even think like I was too stupid as a kid to realize that you could just unlock everything by beating career mode. So I actually think I went out and won a race with like all the different drivers to unlock all their paint jobs and everything. I played shit on this one. And then you finish career mode, you get the 31st Lightning Challenge. It's a terrible challenge. It's just Hendrick versus Penny cars in Talladega, so it's kind of underwhelming. It was such a beefy game. And I played that pretty much straight through 6th grade. That's the first game I've ever woken up before school to play. Just to be like, dude, I want to do this. And then played it for an entire extra year, because again, there was no GameCube with Thunder 04. Or maybe it might not have been an extra year. I think I got Thunder 03 like a year late. That makes sense. I would have gotten it a year late. Played it all throughout 6th grade. Then you moved to junior high. Time to go to kids here. 70, don't walk up the brakes. Nailed it.
Several of the crews now on the wall as the cars begin to make what should
So all of 6th grade, Thunder 03, and then they announced Chase for the Cup that summer. It was the first game I ever pre-ordered, I think. Or it might have been the second. I think I might have pre-ordered instantly Football 04 with my dad. Got the game in the mail. It was one of those, back when like ordering things off the internet was still kind of like new and exciting. We pre-ordered Chase for the Cup. It didn't ship to the house, so I actually got it a day later after it came out. Picked it up at like the UPS store or whatever.
Faster cars coming on the track. Careful, buddy.
And then my introductory to junior high, which like this is kind of a melancholic story. I went to what would be considered an inner city middle school. Really rough. And known like throughout the city as being quite rough and not having great teachers and having a lot of kids from like broken homes and stuff like that. And I would just go to school and be like, this blows. Like I don't really get along with the kids that go to school. Like this kind of sucks. But I would come home and just binge on Chase for the Cup. It was great. Come on, let's get going. The final drive ain't that tall, homie. Let's go. So, like, when I think back of Chase for the Cup, when it came out, playing through career mode, and unlocking everything, which that game hadn't unlocked all cheats, so it was just kind of over on the first day. That was my sandbox I came home and played with after school sucked. It was a rough time, but it was great. And I don't even have like a melancholy like I got bullied in middle school story, because like everyone got bullied. It was a really rough school. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I was a nerd with no friends specifically do that. No, I just went to the city school. But then I go home and play Chase for the Cup. It was so much fun. And it's kind of a cool like full circle moment, because like you remember back then EA had like amazing soundtracks, just everything, pretty much everything from their 03 calendar releases, so Thunder 04 to probably 06, just had incredible music. Maybe their 02 calendar releases to over the next couple of years, 04, 05, 06, a lot of those songs that like I listened to as a kid, like the bands that were part of those games, like I listen to now. Really good album that I've been listening to on the way to the track, and as I'm Adam ships the Crash of 47. Pencil Fight is in Chase for the Cup. So that whole album is on Spotify and it's incredible. Just saying. So it's wild. It's wild driving out to the racetrack in like your actual car, towing your actual car behind you, and the stuff you got on the radio through your like Spotify wireless adapter thing is the same shit you're listening to when you're in 7th grade playing NASCAR on your game. It's fucking awesome, dude. Adam Ship's Crash of 47. That album. We listen to that in late balls, we listen to that in their mini stocks, it's great. And I know there's some people who are like, oh, I don't want to listen to a soundtrack. Like, it's not serious if there's a soundtrack. It's like, man, like, why do you hate fun? Give me a break. Like, I'm 13, I'm discovering music for the first time. The song's cool, it sounds good. Chill, like, let me have my phone.
Got one down low.
I would really like if I didn't have to do this.
Smell both sides.
That'd be awesome. It's gonna be close, too. Really close. Adam Ship's Crash of 47. Autopilot Off's Make a Sound. That whole album's fantastic. What else is there? It's mostly like Burnout that introduced me to just a ton of new bands. Please get around 25. From the future, you win like 20 cup races. You can do this. There you go. Another underrated soundtrack from EA years. Like everyone, you know, talks about Madden and NHL soundtracks. We'll get to those. The Arena Football and MVP Baseball soundtracks were all really good too. And they had the same kind of array of like emo rock and stuff like that. What other albums? We have Autopilot Off's Make a Sound. We have Adam Ship's Crash of 47. We have Dobbs from Mouth Disease. So they were like a kind of Western Canadian Sum 41 that didn't get as big. A lot of people know them from I Hear You Calling, which is in NHL. The video got a lot of airplay because it was a catchy song. Foot and Mouth Disease is a fantastic album. Same with, I think, Murder's Beatles. Follow-up, and a couple songs in Tony Hawk Underground games and stuff like that. They're like a much heavier something. Ironically, the guitarist and lead singer of God ended up joining something like Tom Thunder. So Sum 41 is like a weird supergroup right now with two lead guitarists, both who were like the front of big punk bands like the years ago. It's really neat. So we got tickets for that. God will be opening, and then Sum 41 is the main set. So Tom Thacker's pulling up and lead that there. Madden soundtrack too. Feeling This was on Madden before. 182 is untitled. It's pretty wild. Holy shit, 25 is slow. So that. The untitled album I want to airplay too. I didn't. You know what's funny? I didn't listen to it much as a kid. I really like the album now. The X and I saw it when we played for our first actual day. That's a good show. Oh, what else is in this? There's a lot of one-hit wonders too in EA stuff, where like the band's only good song is on the soundtrack for like Burnout or NASCAR. Magnifies Where Did We Go Wrong and Chase for the Cup. That's a good example. No Motives, Independence Day. The rest of the album's really bad and like kind of unfinished. Kill Radio Scavenger. That's an Underground too. That's pretty much their only good song on their album. I would really like
The 19 car is still there. Be patient. Clear on both sides.
Oh, here's a pretty obvious one too. A lot of people forget. Both My Valentine. Like their mainstream debut was NFS Most Wanted and Hand in Blood. I've seen them twice now. Those guys are incredible. And that's a band where basically everything they put out is good. Every album throughout their entire career, there's like 4 good songs on it. Every single time. Even Gravity, which got like shit on by reviews, I was like, no, like it's not great, but like there's 3 songs here that are really good. And that's kind of how they roll. AI scrambling out turbo boost. Harvick, Waltrip, and all 11 seconds back. It's pretty spicy. Breaking Benjamin, too, was in NASCAR 06. That was like the only hard rock song in that game. I've seen them live. They opened for Avenged Sevenfold, which was also in Thunder 04 with Chapter 4. Yeah, maybe Chapter 4. No. Wasn't Beast in the Mountain. Might have been Chapter 4. To go. It's gonna be really close. We all might have to play the splash. That's Mark Martin, so that's gonna bunch everybody up. This is back in draft distance.
Number 19, it's up high. Clear.
16th draft. Draft. Let's go.
The 19 car wants to get by you.
They feel something on base. In a year's time, he'll clutch his way into the first ever NASCAR postseason. He's a great driver, and I reiterate that I don't think he's ever doing this. I think it was a false positive from ADHD meds, but they wanted a scapegoat, and they wanted him to kind of play the game. Because they wanted to show that, hey, NASCAR does have like a road to rehab thing. If he admits to using and plays NASCAR's game, he potentially violates clauses in his sponsor contracts. A lot of sponsors probably have a thing where it's like, don't bring the company to distribute. So he didn't want to fess up to having a drug problem he didn't have, because yes, that would clear him with NASCAR, but that would screw him with sponsorship money. Whole ugly side of it. He's gone on Dale Jones' podcast, I believe.
Number 19 is looking low.
In terms of the stolen equipment, there's all sorts of like weird stuff going on with that, but I will say like it's very common in racing to just have equipment with like engravings from other teams on it, and like to the untrained eye it would look stolen, but like you have to understand like a lot of semi-pro teams have like old cup shit around their shop. So like for example, my uncle and my cousin are both, you know, like semi-pro drag racers, right? So he has a Nostalgia Funny car, you can look at his name, it's pretty easy to find him. He's got the Nostalgia Funny car looking world record right now, I think. And in their shop, you know, like there's stuff from like Alan Johnson Racing from like 20 years ago that just has like their logo on it. Because it's like, yeah, like they got rid of their old shit from like 20, 25 years ago. And it's like, hey, we could use that, like that's cool, and we'll pay you for it. So like to an untrained police investigation, it would look bad. And be like, why do you have this stuff with other teams' markings on it? It's really not. It's not entertaining. It's gonna be close.
Number 5 is looking right.
The pack is coming. And like that's a good call. We had a 20-second lead. It's down to 11 seconds. I really don't know what the play is here. Other than just team up someone and push it like we did with Benson. We'll try. We'll try with the 12. Right? Do not cut front.
The 22 car is outside. Clear on both sides.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to push the 12. It's no base. Yeah, the whole race has really been marred by just weird AI behavior, which I wish we could fix, you know. If you could make the AI push and do all kinds of shit regarding, you know, their logic regarding like how they draft and how they make decisions and things like that, you could make an incredible game. Maybe that's the phase too. Not just regarding difficulty, but like their actual logic, the way you go into tap the AI files and like, change the drafting distance and like how strong the draft is and things like that. It would be spectacular. This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be able to time lapse shit. Shitty deal. He's gonna be ready for the dodges. Come on, let's go. Yeah, when you trigger it and you're within a certain distance, it's like an AI script that kicks in and gives a rocket boost. So you carry higher speed to the corner and you can do things like this too.
Halfway on gas. Number 12, top 5. The 12 car
Is that the
is
10
passing
again?
high.
Oh, that would
You're
be
clear.
awesome. This is awesome. This sucks.
Got one out. All clear, buddy. No one inside.
Actually, no, he drives for a while, doesn't he?
He's still
He
there.
goes into the Cars Mono era as well.
Still there. All clear, buddy.
So he ends up driving for the Wood Brothers for a bit,
Car
right?
outside.
He's in there for a while still.
Clear.
And he goes out and wins a Pinty's race like 2 years ago. What was that last year? Let us see how well we can save you. I think with reaction. Just do it. So let's see if we can put it from the top.
The 10 car now loads. You're clear.
Yeah, because if I turn them upwards, we're both hit. Let's race over. Low, inside. 11 seconds there now. 15. Wow, okay, never mind. That's huge. Now look at this, we're carrying 187. That's not overly quick compared to our PB, but it's quick enough that we're pulling.
20 more.
Not gonna have enough. This is really annoying to listen to. Just promise, I'm just trying something here. Wow, we get another second.
Number 6 is outside. The 6 car is coming high. All clear, buddy.
To go. Usually in real life, this is a mad scramble with 30 cars in the back, but apparently this is a 70s plate race, so it's supposed to be a race. Massive video upload. It's kind of cool. You can actually toggle the draft, even if you're not perfectly lined up with the guy. It just kind of knows what car you're aimed at. What happens if we never break R2? It's like, we'll let him get ahead. Let's swing around and cut it. It's weird how they had such trouble getting around the 6, but like other lap cars, it's like they're not even there. Homestead. Give me 1 second.
Car pass. Number 18 wants to get by you. Clear on both sides.
Don't have to disengage. That's good. You could let's put him. Oh yeah, let's put him. Okay. And I guess we'll see if it's needed if we start getting deltas that flap the whole field. So there's that. What's interesting is, actually no, that's not true. I did this off camera. This would be the third full distance race I've done this game. I did one at Homestead years ago in like 2017 or 18, right when I got this new PC. I did a full distance Homestead race in this game. I think it's Dale Earnhardt. I'm pretty sure I did a full distance Tiburon 500 off camera too. Don't remember if it was this game or Thunder 2003. And that itself is kind of fun. Wait, okay.
Take a look at the fuel gauge.
Yeah, we were really close to making it on field. I needed to save a little bit more. That's fine. I think. So yeah, Homestead, Tiburon, I've done Daytona, and all I've done Talladega. Definitely makes you miss like the iRacing platform, because like full distance races on iRacing, like things happen. This was pretty much over after the first stint or second stint, once the strategy started coming into effect, just the way the AI is. But we'll see, because other people might have to too. Harvick is 20 seconds back. Seems like people are going to start coming.
Number 9 is inside.
Just the way things turned out.
We're clear. The 25 car now lows. Number 25 is passing lows. You're clear.
No, he's not passing. Ourselves.
Pit road's getting busy. Leaders are heading in.
Time to go. I don't think we need 2 hands of fuel. I think we use 1. Or even about 6 or 7 laps of fuel remaining.
Just 10 laps left.
But everyone except 4 cars a lap now. Just the way the AI
23 car is inside.
They typically always take 4 cars. So you end up turning around there. So it's very like I can just take a splash if it's an option if I can. Good. That's all she wrote.
Couple top 5 cars are on their way into the pits.
Other guys are putting down.
You're almost out of gas.
Yeah, I'm almost out, but I did the math. So I'm not 12 no more. I wish I could get in the draft in the fuel side. The way these things are rubber band, you can't really be in the draft the whole time because they just ran really good. Speed boost out of the corners and you lose the draft. Talladega sucks. I should have done Bristol. Bristol would have been cool, but who knows? Like we got into a rhythm, we had a good car setup. Everyone ends up being 10 laps down, right? Or 1 lap down. Kansas right now, you're only probably lap. There are 2 cars on the lead lap. About 2 laps till we got a pit. Fuel tank almost empty. I know. Probably 1 more time.
Lead cars are fit.
It's Kansas coming in. So top of the lap, now top 10 Benson. You can absolutely go 1 more time around.
Got 1 ice. The 6 cars are coming up quick. Okay, we're loose.
I mean, we could. Rising. We could. But I like it too much, so we're bidding and playing it safe.
Some of the leaders are coming in together.
Several of the crews now on the wall as the cars begin to make what should be scheduled pit stops. The field heading down pit road. A good chance for the teams to make changes. We'll see who can win the race within the race. The driver hits a stall and the crew will go with a gas and go. A little splash of gas, he's down and away. And get back out on the track, a good clean stop. No mistakes, just what the team needed.
You got some traffic, easy on the merge. 5, buddy, 5 to go.
Either way, we are unbelievably far away.
Clear on both sides. The 2 car wants to get by you.
pace the field. But hey, you can do that. They all check up and wait for you.
Hard sides. Number 40 is still there. The 40 car is still there. Pete Biggins. Three wide. Hold that line. The 99 car is still there. Number 17 is going low. Three wide. Still there.
So Kent's noted it after his wreck will be gone. Like you could tell EA was trying. What a boring race. Sorry.
White flag, next time by.
33 seconds in second place.
The 17 car is coming up quick. Clear. Carlos. Number 17 is still there. Still beside you. Okay, we're clear. The 17 car down low. You're clear.
And you know what they ended up doing later on in other EA Sports NASCAR games is because it's too easy to do your fuel strap when it's a tangible number you can see. They just went to the analog gas gauge for future games to make fuel strap so otherwise they look at this. It's a design thing. So I mean real cup cars would be some fuel mileage, right? So you have to guess. Now, like, obviously the teams know what fuel consumption is, but it's never bang on. But here, it's like it can be kind of bang on. Well, 500 miles later, EA Sports 500.
The 99 car is looking right. Okay,
It's over.
we're clear. We got the win.
Don't forget to mention the sponsors of Victory Lane. Hey, you mentioned me too.
9 cars finishing on the lead lap. We're not going to celebrate. 2 hours 43 minutes we finished it. Watch some highlights here. Behind this. Kind of need it for thumbnail purposes, right? Not really a lot to show, honestly. I think this was a lead pack battle at some point. This, I must have just passed a bunch of people coming out of the pits, took the lead, maybe? Like, the game's highlight system was not great in this. And That's like the checkered flag. That's really shitty. Can I change the camera? Like, it's really hard to take this out. That was when I almost got to 38. That might be the hill now. But yeah, nothing happened this race. Sorry. It's still on TV camera, so. Why are you... That was like the only thing that happened all race, man. I almost wrecked the 38. It's annoying, man. At least now that we know, we can like do slow-mo and try to get the thumbnail. Why is it not showing my car? That's not how that works. It's the wrong car, homie. Whatever. Just attention to detail. This is cool, man. I think people keep more of this stuff. Like, I just drove for 3 hours. Like, show me a cutscene of my route. That's cool. I might use that shot. Yeah, and this mod does have a couple of custom renders for certain cars too. Really, really nice work that Andrew and the guys on this Discord have been doing. But yeah, everyone's ally plus whatever. New best lap, 49.8. Race stats, 2 hours 43 minutes 37 seconds. This went by quick for Talladega races. Started first, finished fifth. 188 laps, 117 laps led. You know, at the end of the day, it wasn't that exciting. No caution flags, 39 lead changes, most of them in the first half of the race, honestly, and during pit stops and things like that. So that factors into it. Margin of victory, 35 seconds. There was no contest. There was 9 cars on lead lap. Who didn't finish very well? So Hermie Sadler up to 27th, was 2 laps down. Benson Jr. in 28th started going a bunch of laps down. So really, there was about, seems like there was 29 or 30 cars running at finish, or kind of in contention. We had Biffle, Nemechek, Mark Martin going out and putting around. McMurray, I think, retired. Bobby Labonte must have retired. Rusty Wallace retired. Both Bodine brothers retired. And actually, it seems like the Bodines were caught up in the same accident, funny enough, or retired at the same time. Jimmy Spencer with Ultra Motorsports blew it up on 87. Ricky Craven blew up on 80. Dale Jr., of all cars, had an engine go on lap 53. Tony Raines blows it up on lap 40. And Jeff Green, another DEI car, so at least there's kind of continuity. Of the 3 DEI cars in the race, 2 blew up very, very early. Ricky Craven led 4 laps at one point. Who's the lowest finisher with a lap lead? It's kind of a neat stat. Craven. Terry Labonte had a lap lead. Bill Elliott had a 9 laps led. He was in there for a bit. Kenseth led a few laps. Tony Stewart was up in the mix. Jimmy Johnson was up. So was Gordon. Harvick led a lap, but your boy was kind of gonna win that from the start. Anyway, that's Modded Thunder 04. Thanks for coming to hang out. It's a long video, probably 3 hours long. Thanks for making me part of your evening. Listen to me for white noise. Sometimes it got a little boring. I tried. I really did. Until next time, thank you.